Hey, it's Lauren. Today, as I slap my legs, today's video is probably gonna end up being multiple videos. I was gonna do a glowy base video, but then as I was gathering all of the shit to do that video, I was like, that is way too much stuff to put in one video, Lauren. So I'm splitting it up. Might be two, might go crazy, might even be three. But today is number one, and it's gonna be all about really nice glowy primers for this time of year, pretty much any time of year. But yeah, I'm just gonna share with you all of my very glowy primers that I like. So here we go. All right, I'm just gonna randomly grab one and we will start right here. OG guy on the internet. This is the Mercier Foundation Primer Radiance. I have the small one because, you know, any beauty junkie should know by now to buy smalls because we never make it through our products. Anyways, I have the little one, which is great, not through it. This is actually the first glowy primer I ever purchased, so hopefully it hasn't gone bad. Still smells fine. But this is definitely more of like a yellow champagne toned highlight. And it's not like one of those chunky, disclaimer, you're probably gonna hear the word chunky, glowy, glittery, shimmery, luminous a million times in this video. But this is definitely not one of the more chunkier, thicker, I guess, glittery bases. This is definitely more of a sheer glow, but it still is quite radiant. You can probably see that it really starts reflecting light, and it definitely has a little bit of like a yellow tone to it. And I think that's why I don't necessarily reach for this that much, just because sometimes yellow and I don't necessarily get along very well, but when I'm a little bit more dark, this works quite well for me. So moving on from there, I'm going to talk about another OG product of the internet, and that is MAC's Strobe Cream. Now, since, I don't know, a few months ago, MAC came out with multiple different tones of MAC Strobe Cream, so I think this is the original one. I think now the one with the pink label is the original one. This is actually a thick cream. I will use this in lieu of a moisturizer. It is very hydrating. It actually has some really great ingredients, some nice skin beneficial ingredients, but it just adds a nice glow to the face. It has a really actually nice, lovely pink cast. I haven't played with the other ones. This is rather thick, like I said. So this is actually better. I like using more in the winter time. I will pull out here and there during the summertime if it is more in a drier climate, but it is a rather thick cream. So it might not be the best on like super hot, super moist days. God, moist is a terrible word. All right, moving on from there. This is something I picked up a couple months back, around the time when it first launched, and this is the Becca First Light Priming Filter. Now, this is purple, as you can probably tell, but as you rub it in, I feel like the purple cast goes away. At least it does on me. I know Tati and a few other people mentioned that they still looked purple, but I think I have quite a lot of yellow in my skin that it goes away. And I just really like that sort of like holographic effect that purple toned things have. So I really like this. This is actually really lightweight, and it has, I find, very appealing lemony scent. And yeah, this just, I feel like really evens out the skin in a really nice way, and just kind of diffuses things. Next is an old favorite of mine, and this is the Lancome LA Base Pro Hydra Glow. It's pretty much all gone. Now this doesn't really have any like glittery glimmer in it at all. It just adds a very uniform, healthy looking glow to the face. It comes out pink, if I could even get any out of it at this point. Oh, there it goes. It comes out pink, but it does not stay this color. And this just does a really nice job of setting up the base of your makeup. This was actually the primer that I wore in pairing with my Lancome Tenti Dual Foundation. I think they're made to go together, but they just pair really, really well together. And this just really held on to the makeup. It really made my makeup last very long. I'd say out of these other threes, I haven't necessarily seen too much longevity created out of these, maybe a little bit with this one, but for the most part, out of all of the ones that I've talked about and probably will talk about, this one is the one that actually like acts as like a good longevity creating primer. It has like kind of a faint rosy scent, and yeah, it just looks really, really lovely on the skin. It's definitely not the cheapest product, but it's something that I probably will get again in the near future, but I probably should pan one of these dudes before I get something ever again. All right, from there I have this mini of the Pixi by Petra Glow Booster. The Pixi by Petra Glow Booster. This is actually very peachy toned, and it actually has quite a lot of shimmer. It actually has quite a lot of shimmer. It's not that kind of shimmer that's like particles, but it is very, very dewy looking. This is very peachy toned, so I'm not sure if this would get along with everybody's skin tone, but it's really nice. I will also use this as a highlighter and just sort of like hit it on the different points of my face, but it sits pretty well underneath makeup and really adds like a nice, as it is named, glow boost. This is actually the newest thing into my collection. This is by actually an LA-based brand, 1/1. This is their base glow in sheer light. This actually is quite a nice champagne-y bronze color, and it's meant to be used to like mix in with your foundation or your lotion or your primer, but I just like to go straight in with a full pump onto my face. And it really creates a nice soft focus glow, and for someone as pale as me, it really helps create a nice bit of color into my skin before I go in with the rest of my products. They're a pretty natural brand, and it smells of neroli, which is really nice and a refreshing step away from the majority of like rose or lavender scented products. And last up is the Heimish Artless Glow Base. I love this stuff. It has a pretty hardy SPF, I believe, of 50. Yes, SPF 50. So that's nice. So you get some of your sun protection in your primer. Now this is another not particularly chunky looking highlight. And I don't find that because of the SPF, it leaves any sort of white cast either. It again creates a very nice, soft focus look on the skin. I actually really like wearing this just on its own with a little bit of maybe like a skin tint or just with like a bunch of concealer. That's actually one of my preferred ways of doing my face these days, is with like a very glowy, hydrating, sort of luminosity building primer or sunscreen, and then going in with just like a crap ton of concealer. And it's been looking really nice. It looks very skin-like, and it ends up being quite a lot of coverage, but it doesn't actually feel like I'm wearing a big face. Okay, so hopefully this video wasn't completely redundant. Nobody in their right mind needs this many glowy primers. I'm lucky that I got a couple of these sent to me, and I'm just a hoarder, so I have a bunch of stuff. So I'll have my foundation and base version of this video coming out soon. And if you think this is a lot, wait till that video, folks. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video, found it somewhat helpful. Feel free to ask me any questions more specifically about these primers down below. I will be happy to answer. And if you have any favorite glowy bases that you really like, let me know as well, so I can keep hoarding more stuff that I don't need. All right, I hope whoever you are, you're having a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.